Beloved ones, you are the heart of God. You are the heart of love. You are the heart of this one life, and the heart is pure exuberance. It is absolute, unmitigated joy. It is delight in every experience of living, for the heart always rushes toward life. It opens and lets it in. The heart knows that it is love, and thus can love everything and everyone. It sees through all illusions and embraces the Spirit. The heart is free and open. The heart is a celebration of life, and this, then, is your identity. The joyous acceptance of the wonder of being, where every breath is tasting pure divinity, and every moment is the fullness of God. The heart has no barriers to love. It risks everything, for it knows it is unlimited. As the heart of the whole, this joyous acceleration, this desire to fully experience the love that is the truth of all things, this is how you feel when you are living your truth. The ego, on the other hand, is always creating protection of the little self, seeking to maintain its identities, those things that it has created to tell you who you are. Thus it lives in fear, because fear keeps you believing that you are less than available for love, that you cannot handle everything that life can bring. The identities of the ego mind are kept in place by the story that it tells you, that you must be fearful of losing something. The heart is fully present in the now and waiting in joyful anticipation to see what will be bursting forth as the moment of creation, as the will of love brings forth new experiences, all of it exhilarating. The ego mind spends its time remembering and rebuilding the identities based in time, and it rushes into the future in speculation of what will be needed to protect you and yours. So, beloved ones, if you find yourself in fear, you can know that you have moved to a false identity. Wherever you feel fear, if you will look, it delivers a perfect message. It tells you clearly what identity of ego you are clinging to. It tells you where you are closed to life. It tells you where you have forgotten all that you are. It will let you know with perfect precision exactly where you stepped out of the moment and onto the horizontal arm of the cross. It will let you know when you have forgotten that you are the abundance of life. It will let you know when you have forgotten our communion. It will let you know and give you the information you need to come back into the now moment and to return your heart to me. To remember who you are, to reclaim your joyous exuberance, to be alive to the great expression of God that is the power of love, flowing free, living open to life. It will help you remember that you are fully provided for, ever expanding, fed by the living Spirit, and taking your identity in the moment directly from me. It will help you remember that you are experiencing that you are all that is, all of love, all of life, all of joy, and all of abundance that is yours with every breath of the cosmos and every beat of your real heart. The heart only lives the now moment. It is present at the birth of creation. It is my exuberance expressed. It is the moment of God awakening. It is the rushing to experience every drop of the passion and orgasmic joy that is the open and limitless dissolving of the heart into the love that is everywhere. And so it is, beloved ones, for you. Any remnants of fear now become your ally, your teacher, your way-shower. They become something for which to be thankful, because they show you where you believe in false identities, where you believe in the identities of the ego and in protecting what isn't real. When you take this as a gift that it is, then any moment of fear will say to you, you have stepped out of the now, out of the present, and out of the presence of the love that you are. It is time to be conscious, to return to the heart as your identity, to return to the heart as the way that you live this moment right now. In the truth of the now moment, all is present. The whole of creation pours to you, and the abundance of God I am is rushing through your being, ready to expand and to give itself in order to experience the joy of being the flowing love of God, meeting God in everything. The truth of the now is that only love is here, only the reality of who you are, only communion with life, only the exuberance of your heart, and with it the ability to rush toward life, to be willing to touch and to live it without the need for self-protection. For what needs protecting if you are God? Beloved ones, I long for you to truly taste life, to be completely open and available for this exquisite, unending sharing of this amazing gift of our ability to be blended, and to be this love in beautiful communion with itself. This is the truth also that you live when you live as the heart of God that you are. As the open heart, your open heart, touches life, anything or anyone, you are in communion. God, communion with God. Here in this love there is only grace, the unfolding good of love becoming ever more conscious. The surprise as the will of love creates more ways to experience this delight that life is. If you find yourself experiencing fear, then you can recognize that your ally has come again to show you those places where you believe the false identity of the little mind, the duality that says that you are separate from your good, that you are separate somehow from me. The ego mind believes in possessions and convinces you that there are things that you need to live. It brings you scenarios of the future in which you forgot to trust me and to trust the reality of love. That when your focus is the heart and your resonance is love, there is nothing but love that you can experience. To let the little mind convince you that you are less in the heart of God is to allow the identity of being human to supersede the reality that the heart of God is who you are and how you live. From this fount of life there is only more abundance, more joy, more grace, and if anything in the world might seem lost to you, the creative power of love will bring you something in its place that will astound you with its greater gifts and perfection as a reflection of the heart of God you are. When you are in your heart, you are as the heart of everything, and thus you are my joy unfolding. When you live in your heart in the now, it is impossible to experience pain and suffering. You cannot find the identity of the ego, and you cannot experience fear. So, dearest ones, if fear comes, knocks on the door of your consciousness, and somehow is admitted to your inner house, come to me and step into the now moment. Open and feel our communion. Allow the upliftment as you are unfolded in love, and until you feel the vibration of reality, and have a taste of the exuberance of love, a taste of how perfectly you are provided for, how absolutely you are the expression of pure love, how everything in this now moment is filling you with all you need to be the heart of love, embracing everything, ecstatically exuberant and free. As you experiment with working with your ally of fear, and bringing your focus to your heart, bringing those identities of limitation into the sacred communion of the now moment, it will become ever more clear to you how it feels to be limited and self-protecting, and how it feels to be exuberant and open and endless celebration of life as the endless expression of this love and the beautiful reflection of your heart all around you. As you welcome fear, should it come to you as an ally, a teacher, and a friend, then suddenly you can speak the language of resonance. You are available to understand with the hologram of love that you are, that you, the heart of God, can embrace the whole of life in the world. As this heart, you can love it and joyously celebrate it all, seeing beyond illusion the exuberant truth of love. When you meet the world through the little mind, it is ego seeing ego, and you are living on the surface of things. When you meet the world as the open heart of love, it truly is God meeting God, and you are living the level of reality beyond the projection of the little mind, which truly are ephemeral and not very substantial. Meeting the real feeling of life as it rushes forth newly created, brand new, sparkling, original, and perfect. Then you gratefully absorb every particle dancing in the golden rain of energy, drinking in the waters of truth, living the now moment of creation, which is a total surprise. Continually, and in it, is the thrill of giving, knowing that more is provided, more love, more life, more exuberance for the experience of who you are eternally. You are my limitless heart. It is time, dearest ones, to live exuberantly, to be able to rush in with no barriers in a spirit of discovery and celebration at every tiny aspect of the world you see is an invitation to move deeper into love, and to let your heart reveal to you what it stands for in a language of communion with God. Every moment you are grateful for your allies, the greatest of which right now is fear, that they might give to you the key to releasing all those things that keep you close to life, that you might live as this heart of love, free, whole, and open, and filled with delight. Remember, beloved ones, the power of love Remember the glory of your heart. Remember that the heart exists in the present only, and that whatever you bring into the now, into your heart, whatever false identity fear reveals to you, in the presence of this love and your remembrance, in the circle of this encompassing resonance of love, every electron of energy used to create the limited identities of duality are lifted by the law of resonance into the truth that they too are God. And so it is that the ally of fear will assist you to bring those things you have lived in the world of time and mind and ego into the love, that they too are, so that every electron can remember only love is real and only God is present. Thus, as you continue to receive the blessings, the gift of fear held in awareness, you will find the places where you have been hiding, where there has been resistance to life and less than exuberance are freed in the presence of this joy to return to the celebration of the love I am, which is the truth of who you are, and is certainly worth celebrating. Amen.